to TC 911 Beyond the Call. I'm your host, Abbey Dudek, and this is Season 2, Episode 2. And today I'm in Everman at Tarrant County Regional Communications Center, speaking with Beverly, the Communications Manager. How are you doing, Beverly?
I am doing great this morning, and you?
Oh, you know what? I can't complain. It actually, when this is recorded, because these are previously recorded, you are in the hot triple-digit week in July, and it was actually, I went outside and I watered my flowers, and then I was like, it's cloudy, and it actually started spitting rain.
Yeah, just a little bit when I was walking in.
I was like, and it's almost like if someone was throwing like bags of gold outside, because you're just like, oh my God, that's great.
And if you have curly hair.
Oh, and then that's why it's pulled back today, because I was like,
yes,
come and hit me, humidity. I'm ready for you. This clip is going to save my hair today. That's fabulous. So, Beverly, tell me about your position here at Everman in the Tarrant County Regional Communications Center.
Well, I'm the Director of Communications, and what I do is I oversee day-to-day operations within dispatch, and I get to play the liaison between us and all the chiefs. And when I say all the chiefs, we have become a consolidated agency. We're no longer just Everman. We're Everman, Forest Hill, and Tarrant County Fire Alarm, which they cover 18 fire departments. So that's a lot of the departments and a lot of people to say, hey, what's good, what's bad. So I get to play that mediator in between, and that takes up a lot of my day.
Yeah,
but my job is to make sure that I stay on the middleman, make sure that they're supported, make sure that they know that I have their back, and if there's any change in operations or if there's something, a kudos to be given out, that's where they come to me, I go to them.
That's good.
Just kind of like that, protection layer.
Yeah, and you guys only been consolidated for a short period of time, and that's a big change. That's a very big change.
Yes,
How is the adjustment going? Was it what you expected? Was it like, okay, this isn't as bad as because you always get anybody in any industry when there's changes and things like that.
Yes.
Structural changes.
Yes.
And professional changes and dynamics and everything. But then are you kind of like, oh, now that's said and done, you're like, oh, okay, that wasn't bad.
Right. Yes, absolutely. So we consolidated back in January of this year. So it's been, 6 months. To say it's been a roller coaster is an understatement, because it has been larger than life. Everman was just a single dispatcher doing police, fire, and EMS dispatching. Forest Hill was the same way. But now since Tarrant County Fire Alarm's with us, we have 4 dispatchers in the same room at all times, and we don't have to worry about, I'm primarily a police dispatcher. I don't have to worry about the EMS side anymore. I can give it to the guys who's designated. They're trained in that, and that way I can focus on the police and their functions. They can focus on the fire department and their functions, and we work together. And it's been amazing in that. The building of this whole thing has been scary for a lot. Me personally, I came from a large agency back in New Mexico many, many moons ago, and I was just the dispatcher, in quotes, on a consolidation.
There's no such thing as just a dispatcher.
Right. But it's different, though, being from management to dispatch, the admin transition part.
Oh, yeah.
And so
leadership can be
correct.
Leadership
the
roles.
Building, and there's so much more that goes into it than I imagined. So the point of that is that back in 2008, I went through a consolidation as the dispatcher only. Not having to be in charge of anything is no big deal. But now being on this end of it, having been so many people and personalities and processes and operations, I have learned so much, and I am beyond thrilled that I had this opportunity to do that. And I've had a few dispatchers too, because they've been here for a long time. They like being that single dispatcher and doing everything. That's our job. That's our duty to do that. And with this consolidation, over these past few months, I've seen them grow to know that they can rely on somebody else to do the same thing to get the end result, if not a better result. And they even came to me, I swear to just the other day, and said, I like working with other people. I like having that person beside me to help with these big calls. Things happen, but now they have a backup. They're not by themselves anymore. And just watching them grow into a team has been the most beneficial and most exciting thing in this for me, honestly.
Mm-hmm. And you guys have done huge amount of construction.
Yes.
You went from a tiny room to, the fire department did all the new construction, and you guys, but your room, you want to talk about that? Because it's pretty nice.
So yeah, we went again from a single dispatch room, barely. It was very, very small.
Closet.
And now, basically, yeah, with 2 doors.
2 doors.
So now we moved into what used to be our training room for the Everman Police Department, and we can fit up to 7 dispatchers working at one time if need be. So just the fact of going from 1 to 7 is huge. And again, when we've been working for it by ourselves for so many years, it's almost intimidating. But then when you realize and actually jump into it, it's fun. And watching it, again, I don't know, it amazes me on how well they're working together. So we have a brand new IT room, again, that came from another closet just because, again, we're a small building, and it goes the length of the entire backside of our dispatch center. So we have 7 racks of radio equipment, UPSs, 2 of them at least, and that's where IT obviously parks all of their stuff, all of their equipment. Yeah. But even still, we have 7 consoles, a large IT room, and we're completely separated from the rest of the building just because it's so extensive now. So it's exciting.
Yeah. And you guys are currently hiring for positions? Okay.
Yes.
Awesome.
We're hiring for police dispatchers and fire dispatchers. Obviously, the basic requirements is 18 years of age or older, diploma or GED equivalent, valid driver's license, and a clear background check. And that's at least get you through the door, fill out the packet, and we'll go take care of the rest. But I do a lot of the background work myself. I get the preliminaries done, and I send it off to a background investigator that is designated for those. They handle the background, and then they come to me. And of course, I take it to the chief or the city manager.
So if someone wants to work for Tarrant County Fire Alarm, they can still apply from your link. And do they just mark their application that I want to do Tarrant County Fire Alarm? Okay.
Yes, just fire dispatch.
That's good to know. Because I was putting your job out there and I'm like, there's only one link. So I just want to make sure that everybody on the public knows that if you're interested in doing the fire part of it, maybe you're wanting to get into a fire career. Maybe you are retired and you're just looking for, some work to do some dispatching.
For a retired firefighter. Yeah. They work great in that position.
Yeah, there's a lot of them around throughout Tarrant County that are secondary PSAPs that are just fire dispatch alone. You can go to the City of Everman website. You can go to our website at tc911.org. It's listed there, and then just put on your application that you're interested in the fire dispatch. So that is excellent to know. What are some of the things that the City of Everman offers when you get employment here?
Besides having a wonderful team to work with that is here, we provide comparable pay to other agencies, to bigger agencies finally, which I think is a great step up. Yes, we love what we do, but money is also nice as well.
Yeah, people like to eat and buy nice things and stuff. So that's okay. Yeah.
And we have the best insurance in Tarrant County for coverage for employees. It's 100% paid by us. It covers, depending on obviously what program, but has your kids, your spouse, or whatever involved. But I can say hands down, being a new mom, that our insurance is on point.
So you guys, the employees don't pay for your insurance, but if you add someone on there, then you have to pay for them. Is that right? Yeah. That's how ours is too. Yeah. It's really handy. It's really handy. Since you guys are building to be bigger kind of thing, do you see if I was interested in applying to your city, would there be growth opportunities?
Oh, absolutely.
For me?
Yes.
As the future rolls on?
Yes, because I am one person. As much as I do love my position, I need help. And with that, we need at least a minimum of 16 dispatchers. We're a little short right now, so I'm doing both jobs right now. So being in there, I need training coordinators. I need people supervisors. I need people who's just going to take that initiative and help and say, hey, this is an idea that I have and let's do that. And I'm all about feedback and open up to new ideas, because if we stay stagnant, we're not going to grow. Mental health is a big thing right now. And there's a program that I've been trying to work on for a few years. Haven't gotten it up and running just yet, but I need people who's going to be interested and who wants to help in that. Here, take it, run with it. What are you going to do with it?
Yeah. You should get with Sophia at our office, because she does a lot of the mental health stuff. You should just shoot her an email and just see what kind of information she's got and how she can help you. Because she has a lot of experience in doing like the peer support and everything like that throughout the whole county. So
I was aware of that.
Yeah, I would reach out to her and see if she can coach you along, because she's got some pretty good information. So
I definitely will do that. Yeah.
Hey, we do what we can, try to help you.
I appreciate you guys.
We're not only here to help build your center, we're here to help with anything you need.
I have reached out so many times that I'm surprised you don't have my number on speed dial. Just like, she's probably going to call. It's been about 4 hours since I've talked to her. No.
We get worried if you don't call.
Right.
We actually call 911 and do a check the well-being. Be like, we haven't heard from Beverly in 12 hours and we're really concerned. Can you go into her office and just make sure she's still there, breathing?
I'm a dispatcher at heart. I go to my resources. I use my resources, and you guys have been a tremendous resource for me, and I appreciate that.
Yeah,
Thank
no
you.
problem. We have some amazing people on our staff that are, especially the technology side. I give them full credit. I don't dabble in the technology. I learn and I'll do the backdrop. I'll get I'd always tell Kevin, I'm like, give me the best way that I can explain it to the public.
Right. Yes.
Where they would understand.
Use words, not letters.
Yeah. Is there a picture I can draw, or I can draw for everyone else? Because that would be fantastic. Mm-hmm. So
everyone loves a picture.
Oh, absolutely. Everyone likes to color. You do. Come on. So how long have you been in public safety?
I started my career in 2008, so about 12 years.
Okay.
And I started when I was a 22-year-old kid who thought I knew everything. And
you were 22 in 2008?
Yes.
Oh.
Is that the right math?
I don't think that's right. Did you say 12 years? Is that 12? That's not 12 years. That's longer than that. 2008? Yeah. I'm not good at math. So this.
Neither am I. I know I started in 2008.
Wait, okay. Now, all right. If you have, this is funny because if you've listened to the other podcast where, season 1, I was interviewing all of our staff, and it was brought up several times that Abbey does not like math or do math. So anytime it comes up, I start just crawling in a small corner and rocking back and forth like a small child. No, I'm not doing that right now. I thought about it, but we're kind of in the corner, so I could.
You're good.
But yeah, so 2008.
Well, it's a few years short. I did take a few year hiatus. I moved from New Mexico to Texas, and I thought, you know what?
Did it take you that long to move? Is that why? I'm picturing like Oregon Trail, like you took a carriage and a horse.
Dysentery.
Oh my God. Oh, I really want to play that. I don't want to play the new one, though. I want to play the old one on the Apple.
If you can find it. Yeah, if you can find it.
On the Apple with the floppy disk, and you stick it in there, and then...
And you can hear it running.
Oh, God, that's a good
Those are
time.
the days. Yes.
Remember when I told you that our podcasts go off the wire sometime? This is that moment.
This is the fun part. Yes.
This is fun.
No, it's all great.
Now I want to play Oregon Trail. Okay, so you took about how many years to get over to Texas as you walked over?
About 4 years. I took a hiatus on that just to... again, being young and saying, maybe there's something else. I still loved what I did, but that's all. I had no other excuses for that. And then I realized when I came to Texas, I know where my heart truly is. So a total of about 12 years I've been in this field and love every second of it. It's amazing, even that time that I took off, how it changed from what I left and what I was used to what it was. Because just the generations, the new people, the culture, everything is different here. And I can, back in New Mexico, again, that's where I started. Primarily our call load was, homicides or drug addicts. I mean, really dark, bad things like that. But coming over here is more mental health. And I had to do a lot of training for the first 2 years I came back of how to handle those because it wasn't that big down there.
I just did the math on my phone.
Yeah. How wrong?
Yeah.
How is it?
It's 15.
Okay, so maybe it was a 3-year.
Yeah.
That sounds right.
We started public safety at the same time.
Did we?
Yeah, because I started as a dispatcher in Bloomington, Illinois in April 2008. So
yep, I was in training in that time.
And then
I finished in February.
Ran through it. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I'm not a headset hero anymore, and I'm just a cheerleader.
You always will be, though. It's in your heart. It's in your blood. You can't get rid of that.
I will never go. I cannot go back and do it, though. I love being your guys' cheerleader. So, I love that you just brought up when you were talking about the different demographics and calls, because I think that's so important for the public to know on how it changes. Because you're like, in Mexico, we had this, and this, and it could be, was it a big, you said it was a big city.
Yes.
Are you, what city was it?
It was in Hobbs, New Mexico. It was the southeast corner of New Mexico. Okay. And we consolidated from Hobbs Police Department to Lee County Communication Authority, LCCA. Hello to all my peeps there.
Shout out.
Shout out. And so we covered the entire Lee County area. Okay. Which is one of the bigger counties in the state.
So and it's good because I'm sure it's like that here too. And Dallas calls, Fort Worth calls versus what you guys do. Yes. So it's all about the area. Obviously, the higher the population, the more that stuff's going to happen.
Yes, absolutely.
So we watched the news lately with all of the all of the road rage shootings.
Yes, I saw that.
I can't believe that is going. What everybody? I don't know. You know what? Just smile, and then if you feel yourself getting angry, stop at a local Sonic and get yourself an ice cream or a milkshake or a slushie or a grilled cheese or something. Treat yourself. Fight back those anger monkeys.
Yes,
because it's not worth it.
Not
you
at
can
all.
kill someone. When that one lady in Hearst got killed.
Yep.
And I'm just
heartbreaking.
Now it makes me nervous. Hopefully no one will do that to my cute little sweet Sally car.
Right.
Be like, oh, she looks cute. I can't do that to that pink cell phone. She's so sweet.
But all the cuteness triggers something in somebody, and that's, I don't know.
No.
These people are nuts.
Don't say it triggers anybody. Oh my gosh. I'm not driving anywhere, but I need to drone myself.
There you go.
Just start.
I'll just have
a, like Inspector Gadget.
Yes,
the original.
He picked it up from the backside.
He had the helicopter that come out. I'm going to do that. So every time I deliver your guys' gifts or come to all the PSAPs in Tarrant County, you'll just hear me propel in. Be like, it's kind of like Mary Poppins flying in. Yes. And they're like, oh, there she is. There's Abbey. She's got all of our gifts. Looks like she's not really making it because they're really heavy, but that's fun. But yeah, that is so. Yeah, that's the kind of call load that you get. Mm-hmm. And you guys get some too, because you're also you're very close to Fort Worth's border.
We're right
you guys,
in the middle of it.
Yeah.
We sit
like an island.
Yes. We sit between Fort Worth, Tarrant County, and Forest Hill, and then we have our own. But with the dispatch center being consolidated now, we take care of all of it anyhow. I mean, we cover 212 square miles of area.
And you have
with all of us.
20. You have Highway 20 right here too.
Right
so that, and I say that because I'm sure people are like, well, so what? They got a highway. Those that brings a lot of calls, because you can get transfers of reckless drivers, possible intoxicated drivers, road rage incidents and things,
accidents,
stuff like
all
that.
The time.
It's just you see, this is where I am triggered, and I'm like, nope, not doing it ever again. I've been at the district for almost 7 years, and I'm good. They're gonna have to just roll me out of there when the good Lord takes me. So that's just gonna happen. But I love the different, mentioning that so that people understand that, based on where you live, it's gonna matter. So
absolutely.
Don't get yourself. I think it'd be probably best to say to the citizens, like, don't get yourself down if you hear a lot of like, oh, why is it so bad? It's like that in a lot of big cities, and then if you're in the little ones, you don't.
It's a completely
right,
different.
because you said you guys are mental health. Like, it's a lot of mental health calls and stuff.
Yes, ma'am.
And what's your guys's protocols to that? Do you connect them with a 988?
We don't have that right now. I mean, we do have a line for that if need be, but we typically send an officer just to make sure, because again, we need to make sure that their safety is taken care of first, so if someone, and we can we're trained in that. We can hear it. We can tell a lot of the time over the phone, but we want to make sure you're safe first, and then we're going to get you that help that you need instead of just transferring to somebody. Because me personally, I've, experiences over the years, right? I mean, there was stuff that we've dealt with. We've all dealt with as dispatch. I'm always going to protect that person first as much as I possibly can before sending them off to somebody else. Just, oh, I'm busy. Here's that. Not at all. That's not what I'm going to do.
Yeah. And that's there's a lot of different variations of the mental health. Yes. So maybe of the low is kind of like they're just calling and they're like, how do I get a counselor or something like that? Versus
we can provide that, yes.
Versus unfortunately they're wanting to harm themselves or something, or it sounds bad. Yeah. Welfare checks are great and everything. And a lot of agencies will do that too. So everyone out there in the cities, that'll happen if you have a relative or a family member or something.
Yes.
But 988 is good to reference if it's just more like, if you take call from it, my daughter is doing this, or my uncle
absolutely.
or something.
And we can share that information. Absolutely.
References. So I always think of dispatch as like the hub for everything,
like fountain of
all
knowledge.
The information. It's like, where are the blueprints to this apartment complex that was built in 19? Hang on, let me just grab that binder in the back that's got all this old.
That's what makes it fun, though. We're our own detectives,
so much. Oh my gosh, I love too. What's great too is that you guys have a lot of great camaraderie with your citizens here, and. So if you're out there and you're, looking for a job, like I said, we have several agencies hiring in the Tarrant County 911 area, but there's, they're all great. Everything is great, but each one of them have their own little special spark, and you guys I've always noticed, because I've done several events in your city, which I love.
Yes.
Is that your camaraderie with the citizens it's very good.
Absolutely.
It's very
good.
They
we
all
love being involved. We have events all throughout the year. I mean, I can say with Chief Spencer, City Manager Spencer,
shout out to Spencer.
He has really done a lot for the city as well. And I am actually very glad that I'm on that team to help with that, because he has this big vision. I can share that vision, and along with the other chiefs and admin staff, or any personnel really, we can see what we can be, and we want to make those people feel included and be involved.
I'll wear that Sally costume. I've put a Santa hat on her before. Poorly, but I did it.
And the kids love it.
Yeah,
Everyone
they do.
loves it, So I'm just really, I'm I love being here. I love working here. I love the city just because I've seen the growth. And again, the citizens are always involved. They're always calling just to say, hey, I heard something, say it was something bad that happened to another family. They want to provide for them and bring things just out of the kindness of their hearts. And I've seen it over the years because I've been here now in Everman for 5 years.
Fun.
For 5. And just seeing it from the beginning to now has completely turned around.
Well, and just even structures out there by your, Clyde Pittman Park. It's so welcoming. It's encouraging to say, hey, we want you to come out and do this. Bring your kids here, dude. Because you guys have a splash pad out there, right?
Well, we did, yes. And we actually changed that into a park. And so we have like a double park going on over there with the Memorial Park, and we have a fitness center coming in. We have businesses wanting to come in just for growth. I mean, the houses you've seen being built over there on the backside over north of here.
And then you guys have your civic center here.
We have the civic center. Yeah. It's just brand new from last year. And so there's all kinds of...
Which we sat in there. Yeah, our office sat in there.
Nice.
It was really nice.
Nice.
It's when I say civic center, I don't want people to think of like, you mean like, whoa, like a dome, because people automatically going to go to like, what? It's huge. It's a great space if you were having, like we had team building stuff that we had at the district, but we were having, I think we needed more room because our training room was, it's not as big. And so we went there, and it's great because there's a kitchen. It's just one huge room.
Right.
But it's a great space. Even if you were like, let's have a birthday party, let's have whatever, a bar mitzvah, let's have,
it's rented out. People keep wanting to rent it because it is so big, and there's so many amenities, in there for them to do their events.
Oh, absolutely.
We've had weddings. We've had, you name it. The council now is being held over there for right now.
Yeah, that's
kinds of workshops and everything.
So they can just rent that. They can. So do they go on the website and like reserve?
They can go to the website to do that, and they can also contact City Hall as well.
And there is a cost, right?
Yes, absolutely. Okay. I don't know what those numbers are. That's...
Okay.
Maybe it depends.
They're
on
probably on the website.
Yeah.
So that's good to know, because maybe someone listening is like, oh, I have this birthday party, or I have this celebration.
Yes.
What can I do?
Exactly.
So that's great. And you don't have to be an Everman citizen,
right?
So anyone, they're equal opportunity. Anyone can come and party there.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, that's fantastic. And that's like we're piecing this together. That comes in with being an employee at the City of Everman as a 911 dispatcher. Is you get a part of that, because you do send out the dispatchers to, like, one, if they can, to come out and work an event and meet the people and everything like that. So
absolutely.
There's just a really good, I can't stop expressing it enough, and I keep saying it because I've witnessed it. Yes. So I'm just like, the citizen and city relationships they're very, very apparent that they're good.
Yes.
You can visually see it. You can see it on people's face. They're very appreciative. The citizens are very appreciative. So excellent job on that, because that can be a tough thing, especially with different demographics and different other situations that go on. It's kind of maybe hard to reel people in, but you guys have really polished that up and made it. So I've even noticed it. I think the first event I did here was like 6 years ago. I think it was one of the Light Up Arlington. Sorry, wrong city. I go to so many.
I know.
Celebrate America, I think you guys call it. Yeah. And I brought Ready Fox and Cell Phone Sally when I was still using the Fox.
And that's been a few years.
It was a hot minute ago. And I remember, I don't know whose kids they were. They were older. I shouldn't say kids. Like I'm putting toddlers in there or something. But it was someone's like teenage kids, and they wanted to wear the costumes. I just remember it was so hot. And then that's when I was like, I'm making the rule that no one can wear Sally if it's like above 82 or 83 or something like that.
It's so hot in there.
Life is important. I choose life.
Yes. Yes.
I don't want to be a 911 call. So there's that. If someone is really, really demanding that Sally is somewhere, I'll wear it because I'm covered by the district. So I'd rather just,
your limits.
I'll just go myself,
right.
And that'll be fine. So no, you guys are doing a great job. And how long is your application process open? Is it kind of until positions are filled?
Yes, until they're filled.
And you're looking for how many?
4 right now.
I need 4 positions. Are they all full-time, or do you offer part-time?
I offer part-time as well. So 4 full-time, if you're looking for something like an opportunity just to step off into it and see if you like it, I have part-time opportunities as well.
That's awesome. So there you go, folks. If you're looking for even part-time, that's awesome.
Yes.
Because you can gradually, maybe it's like, oh, I do this, but I want to do this part-time. And then you start being like, wait a minute, I really love that. And we talked about growth opportunities as you guys grow as an organization.
Yes.
So that is fantastic. Again, if you're like interested in applying to Everman or to Tarrant County Regional Communications Center, you can go on their website at the City of Everman, or you can see it listed on ours at tc911.org. And this was a great podcast.
This was fun.
It's tough. I don't want to stop. I'm like, oh, well, there's stupid stuff can we talk about?
No, I think this is great. I think this is great for you just to get out there, and it helps. I mean, if it's going to help each and every one of us to work together and get out there.
I like to shine the light so that everyone knows that working as a 911 dispatcher, it's great. It's a great career. And it is. It's a guaranteed job. So if heaven help us, if another pandemic comes around or another, COVID type thing, you're going to have a job, because people aren't going to stop breaking the law.
Correct.
Or having medical assist or houses burning and stuff like that.
Or just questions, because that's what we do.
Yeah. So it's a guarantee. Your benefits start right away, correct? Do you guys benefits start right away?
It's a 30-day wait.
30 days.
Yes.
Oh, okay. 30 days. A lot of agencies that start right away, and some of them they don't. So I want to make sure that's clear.
It's about
30 days that benefits start. Okay. Well, that's great. So thank you so much for chatting with me.
Absolutely.
I told you it was going to be fun. It's not scary.
Yeah, this was way fun.
You just kind of forget.
This is way more fun.
It's just, I was telling everybody, it's just a chat. We're just having an innocent chat with Abbey. That's it. Innocent, no big deal. I should just joke with them and start the other managers and just start like coming in like all serious, like wear like my dress up and come down with
imagine?
They would know. But you know what? They're all really smart and they all know me.
And I've never seen you just like that anyhow. I've seen you just so
relax. I am a laid back kind of gal. So they would know, they would call me out on it. They're like, what are you doing?
Yeah. Who are you and where's Abbey? Because this is not.
We know you're messing with us. So come on, Dudek. Let's just get this. Exactly. Let's just get this going. So thank you again, Beverly.
Absolutely.
I appreciate your time, and everyone. Thank you so much for listening. Join us next week as we talk to another leader in one of our 911 communication center. Remember, you can listen to our podcast on our website at tc911.org or any of your favorite podcast platforms. And until next time, have a fabulous week.